I'm darkening up the front bumper in order to get it down to the darkness that I need. This is going to be really dark, and it's going to show up the chrome shininess on the top of it, so I have to get this to a pretty dark value before that's going to show up very well. And then the bottom part is going to show kind of a little bit of a reflection off of the ground underneath this thing, so it will be lighter than the shadow is itself. So it'll make a little bit more of a contrast and be a little more dramatic, so we can frame the pictures a little bit. When you do black and white, you don't have the benefit of colors. You have to pump up the contrast somewhat, otherwise it's just not going to look right. So I'm still stippling, but I'm stippling a lot of dots in each little tiny area, and if I find that I missed a couple and I go back again, then I darken up to try and make a more nearly universal value. But it's going to be really dark on the dark side, more so than the rest of what you see on the car right now. And that is because this is hidden from the light up above in the photograph that I'm using as the basis of this picture. So that's where we are. I'm going to have to darken up the rest of the values in the car too. I found out in looking at it compared to the other photo that I have that the side of the car that's in shadow is still not dark enough. The hood is clearly pretty close. Parts of the hood might even be just a little bit over, but again, I can pump up the values a little bit on this just because that's my own interpretation of it, and make it look a little bit more contrasty, so it's more dramatic. Black and white is black and white. You don't have a color to tell you the difference in values between something, so very often we'll have to take something and move it around on the scale in order to show its lightness or darkness, and that's the best I can do. So I'm happy to do it. It works great. Black and white usually is very dramatic and very high impact. That's why they use it for so many ads. That in fact that it's easier to print, of course, because you only have one color you're dealing with. But on top of that, it really does give a drama to a picture that you don't see with subtle colors. And also the colors don't bleed into one another, so it makes it a little more convenient for you to work with it. And again, this is one of the cheapest forms of art you can do. I mean, it's just a pen and something to draw on a piece of paper, Bristol board, illustration board, whatever you can handle. It just does it. It makes it look great, and you can carry this stuff around. I mean, I carry a couple pens with me all the time, and if I get a chance somewhere and I got some extra time, I'll just go ahead and work on my drawings. Can be done anywhere, doesn't take anything, doesn't necessarily have to be quiet, doesn't have to be anything. It's just so easy to do. No trouble at all. Anyway, that's that portion. I'm going to do the same thing in the outside, and then I'm going to darken back around in here a little bit too. And then there'll be a lot of accenting that I'm going to do right here on the grill, because I want to make it look like it's got a big reflection on it, but it's in the dark otherwise. Just portions of it have a reflection. So that's where we are. You can see where we're going with this. Just trying to make it look dramatic enough that it'll be a good sale when I show it to people for my greeting cards. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to sign off for now, but I hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye.